Well, hello. So, this last 5 weeks has gone by fairly quickly for me. I hope it has for you as well. I know that you had to do a lot of work, and I hope that you have benefited from the material that we've covered in this course. And I hope that you'll find it helpful throughout your career. Um, I wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed our interaction. I miss being in the classroom. I think it's always nice to get to know. You get to know people a little bit better when you get to look them in the eye. On the other hand, we through the internet have the ability to enjoy each other's company from across the country. So for those of you that are not here in Colorado, wish you all the best, and it was fun to get to know you as well. I want to highlight just briefly some of the things that are going to be expected in this final paper that you're going to prepare, and it's worth a lot of points, so I want you to all do well on it. Basically, one of the things it states right off the bat is that you need to address most or all of the course learning objectives. So I'm going to send you an email very shortly that will outline those and basically everything else I'm about to tell you. But I did want to take this opportunity to say farewell to all of you. So the course learning objectives are to learn the principles and responsibilities of stewardship of financial resources for a nonprofit organization, the financial requirements, the accounting and financial management terms that you've hopefully learned, to use financial information to manage a nonprofit, and that's really the key if you're going to be in management in a nonprofit, is to learn how to manage with those finances, to provide good reporting for your nonprofit, to use financial diagnostics tools that we've used, and those ratios and those kinds of things. Number 7 you'll see is the accounting cycle process. We never really talked about that. Just so you know what it is, it's actually the bookkeeping cycle. So you get a transaction, okay? That could be writing a payroll check, it could be paying a bill, it could be virtually anything that's a transaction, to then analyze that transaction and decide which account it goes into, to make a journal entry, and then to post in the ledger, in the chart of accounts, the proper ledger. Then to run a trial balance at the end of the accounting period and make adjusting entries to adjust the trial balance, then to produce financial statements, to do a closing entry, and then final after closing trial balance. Those are all totally accounting terms, and to tell you the truth, it's nice to know what those are, because at some point in time you're going to have to sit down with your accountant, and he or she is going to be asking you some questions about, I'm not sure where this goes or how that works, and so that you know the process that they go through. It's nice to know those things, but hopefully, unless you're going to be an accountant, you'll never have to be intimately familiar with those. So number 7 you don't have to worry about for this final paper. Number 8 is budget and cash flow models and statements. You're aware of those. Internal control practices, and then obviously to use all these to and fundraising for your nonprofit organization. As you analyze the performance of your nonprofit in this paper, try to have a critical eye, because after all, it's the responsibility of leadership to change the organization continually, to make it better, to find ways to improve it. So look at your organization with a critical eye, and if you're in leadership, that may even be looking at yourself a little bit more closely. But look for opportunities to make improvements to things like your founding documents, your mission statement, your structure, your policies and procedures, your board of directors. Does your organization properly manage for liquidity? Do you have a strategic plan? Do you take a look at that strategic plan at least annually? Is your budget tied to your strategic plan? Is your board of directors actively involved with the organization and with its problems and with its issues? Do you have a written code of ethics? Maybe a code of conduct? Does your organization produce excellent reports, and are those transparent to the public and to your donors? Do you stay on top of your cash flow and compare it monthly at least to your budget? Do you have a fundraising plan? All of those things, try to incorporate those into these final papers as you do your SWOT analysis. And remember, it's a three-part project with a total of 8 to 10 pages, so a fairly significant project for you all, but hopefully you'll be able to use this to tie everything together that we've covered in this course and see how it all makes sense. So with that, and I will send you an email kind of outlining what I've just said here shortly, so you don't have to watch this video over and over, but I do want to wish you all the best, each and every one of you, in your future endeavors, and God's blessing on each and every one of you. So have a great day, and hope to see you again.